Yay! Episode 7. I went to my first rave. Everybody turn up. Let me see your hands in the air. Wave them around like you just don't care. Yeah. Okay, I'm turning this off. Oh my god, it's me. What are you guys doing here? Oh my god, this is so funny. Why are you watching me? Freak. I'm just joking. I'm just lily-gagging around. Episode 7. For my returning viewers, which is probably like, I'm still getting adjusted to this YouTuber lifestyle. I didn't realize that these deadlines creep up on you so fast. I'm actually filming a really fun video that I'm posting next week because it's a challenge and it's taken me a while. Should I tell you guys it or should I wait? Just come back and you'll see it in a week. Oh yeah, dab. But I do want to talk about what is at hand, and it is the fact that I went to a rave for the first time this weekend. What were you guys doing this weekend? It's just me here alone in this room. Crazy. But yeah, I went to a rave. For the folk that don't know what a rave is, it's basically like a festival of like hardcore music, and everybody does a lot of inappropriate things. Oh, that sounds weird when I say it like that. They do not so PG-13 activities, and they listen to music, and they have a lot of fun. I only did one of those things, which was have a lot of fun. So yeah, first one, I went with my friend Jessie Wussy, and we had a ball. I will say, let me break it down for you guys, and please care. Anybody, please? The first day, I was overstimulated. I was like, this is not my crowd, this is not my thing. Of course, I was like still acting like I was having fun, because like I'm not gonna hate on things people like to do, but I was just like, it was a lot to take in. Like, we get there, it's dark, there's so many bodies hitting you left and right. That sounds weird. So many things happening. There's water stations, there's people falling, there's flags in the air, there's really, really, really loud music coming from every direction. Again, a lot of people. And so I was just, like I said, a wee bit overstimulated, so it took me a little bit to warm up. But once I warmed up, oh, you best believe I was having a ball. I was like moving to the music. Not like that. That wouldn't be bad. I was doing it in a way cooler way. But something I found interesting was for a lot of the like sets we went to, like where they were playing the music, I figured everybody was gonna be like super into it, like, which they were. But to my surprise, I did realize how there's a lot of space around you. Like, and a lot of the times people around you are just like talking to each other. And some people don't dance. Some people kind of just stand there, which I'm not a fan of. Come on, let loose a little bit. But that was something a little bit surprising. And it was a 2-day thing. We didn't get home till we didn't go to bed till like 4 in the morning, both of those days. So when I tell you, so that's when you ask, well, where were you Monday? I was in bed, asleep, dreaming, turning my brain off for a second, because it was using its full capacity that weekend, and I'm still recovering. Today's the first day I finally feel an ounce, what the hell? I feel a little bit normal again. Like, it was like an energy drainer, but again, a lot of fun. But I was bedridden for a couple days there. I got back on Sunday, and I finally feel normal by Thursday. So you can see how it can take a toll on somebody's mental capabilities there. But I'm back, getting adjusted. As you can see, I'm actively trying to get adjusted still right now. But anywho, that's my experience. I wish like you guys could actively ask me questions about it right now, but it seems as if you're actually not in the room with me. And that causes for some problems. But on that note, when I came back home, I had a realization. Dun dun dun. When I was laying in bed, rotting, I watched a video. I think his name is Eddie Burback. Please ignore that pronunciation if it was wrong, because it probably was. I was watching a video how he got rid of his phone for a month. And I've always been like an avid person of like, yes, phones are terrible. They're ruining like communication, and like brain rotting is terrible. And I wish I lived in the 80s and I didn't have a phone, and I just was just a bird in the wind, and I just rode a bike everywhere, and then I just like called up my friends on a walkie-talkie. Like, I romanticize that a lot all the time, and every day I wake up and I wish, why? Get me out of here! But yeah, I watched that video in my brain rotting sesh, and it really made me realize a few things. I am so bad about being on my phone, but what is the purpose? I sit there and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll, and I get off TikTok and I go to Instagram, and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll, and I close Instagram, and then I open Instagram again, and then I scroll and then I scroll and then I scroll and then I scroll. If I could say how much if I was scroll, if I could say that for the amount of time that I scrolled, I would be saying that sentence for literally 3 hours straight. That's how ridiculous it is. And it's so bad, and it's not just me. Like, when me and my friends were hanging out, we literally have like designated phone time. What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean designated phone time? We're all hanging out. Let's talk. What are we looking at other people for? And we're going to watch a video and we're going to scroll and we're going to forget the video we just watched. Who said that was fun? It's genuinely an addiction. Like, it's bad. And like, if I could lock my phone away for a month, which once I get a little bit more popular on this platform, why am I so off the wall today? I turn this camera on and I just go silly. Once I gain a little bit more backbone from this YouTube channel, then I will do a challenge of not having a phone for a month because I genuinely need a detox. The reason I can't do it right now, and no, this is not me making excuses, but in order to promote this channel and even get a footing in the social media world, I have to be on social media. So I definitely do need to, like, what is that? It's my water bottle. I definitely do need to start putting like limits on myself. Like, okay, if the reason I'm not going on my phone, if the reason I'm going on my phone all the time is because of this and me promoting my YouTube and stuff, then only be that. I say that, but then I brain rot forever. So I need to just designate it for the important things. And like posting on TikTok once a day and things like that to, you know, get myself out there. Yeah, that involves me being on my phone a lot, and it's very bad. And like I said, what's the point? And it makes me sad because everything like loses its what's the word, like juice. Like reading a book, you're reading it and you're like, damn, you know, it'd be so much better rotting on Instagram Reels. And that's sad. I do need to buy a new book though. All the ones I've had, I've either read or I started and I didn't like. So that means new book. I need to get one of those. Leave some recommendations down below. What accent was that? I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I need to start doing that, and I need to start focusing on the things that are important. Like, why do I think literally frying my brain, it's like my brain is an egg, and I went and fried it like an egg. Why do I think that's enjoyable? How do I find pleasure in having genuinely zero thoughts? Isn't that what, like, people who have a problem, isn't that the sole purpose right there, is so they don't think or something? Like, what am I trying to avoid? Like, I guess because life do be serious sometimes, huh? So, like, watching AI Barack Obama do a backflip just makes everything so much better. Like, what the smoke are you talking about? But, anywho, enough about my problems. Let me go on my phone. Let me go on my phone and see what I've written down for us to talk about. Moment of silence. See, wait, let's do a little experience right now. Everybody and their brain fried eggs. Do you think you can sit there for 30 seconds in silence with your own thoughts while I look for something on my phone? Is that possible? Or is your brain gonna get so bored of me not talking that you're gonna have to leave and immediately do something else to satisfy that silence? Oh, that was not a dig. I'm just trying a social experiment. Let me know if you passed the test. Okay, I found it. Did you pass? Yay, you're still here! Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. Good job. Here is a medal. Here is a cookie. And here is... Oh, what's that doing in here? An old note from 1954. It is 1954, and I'm writing this to my dear love, Elizabeth. Throw it away. What the hell? Here's one of my thoughts I've had. Is this an original experience, or can someone here agree with me? I thought it was human being for the longest time. Not human being. Human being made sense. You're a human being. You're a bean. You're a human. You're a bean. Like, you're just one, you know what I mean? But it's being. Being chilling. Oh, am I allowed to say that? Apologies. It's a meme, right? But I thought it was human being. And that makes sense. Can someone please tell me I'm not alone in this? Seriously, I need to like tweet that or something, but I don't even use Twitter. So that's one thought. Thought number two. How the hell are there so many dog breeds in the world? Think about it for a second. There's so many to choose from. And we are the ones that just were like fusing them together and just making new breeds. Are we Frankenstein? Are we being Frankenstein? Huh? What do you mean you could just whip up a new dog breed? And the fact that there's so... Hold on. How many dog breeds are there in the world? Oh, I thought there was more. Over 340. Wait, I thought there was way more. Hold on. Something's not adding up. I don't know. It's like every time I go to someone's house or go outside, which is not often. Just kidding. There's a million different dogs that people are walking. Like what? Dogs are like people. There's so many different kinds, but they're all the same thing. Human beings. Look it up. Okay, these two are hard hitters. I'm gonna go with this one. This one is a hot take. Here's the sentence I wrote down. I can't be fake and social climb, but majority of successful people do. Ooh, shit's getting hot. What do I mean by that? Let me put my glasses on. I can't be fake and I can't social climb. That is something I genuinely don't have the ability to. If I meet someone and we don't click and I'm not going to push it any farther. You know what I mean? I click with like very few people, and that's not a bad, it's not that I'm not friendly with everyone, I'm friendly with everybody, but to genuinely connect with someone and like maintain a friendship, we've got to connect on that deeper level. I can't just be like friends with people I don't have a connection with. And I feel like, because I live in LA, and that's like kind of the myth or like the saying of LA is like people are fake. And I feel like there's definitely different varieties of being a fake person type of thing, but like it's kind of that thing of like, say you're in high school and there's like a mean girl and it's like, well, why is she popular? Why does she have that many friends? That is literally like the real world. It's like the mean people are the one accelerating. Not all, let me say that. Not all mean people are popular and famous and all that. But it is, like they say, don't meet your heroes. It's like, I don't know if it's like an ego thing. Here's what I think it is. I think it's because the people who are successful are not afraid to have boundaries and say their opinions, and that's what makes them stick out from a lot of people. So people automatically are like, oh, you're different and you're not afraid to say something, so we're gonna look up to you, kind of thing. But they're not always necessarily saying the right things, but they're having a voice. Is any of this making sense? But the social climb thing, that's another thing. I feel like people surround themselves around people who, you know, have clout or something, so then they can like they move from friend group to friend group just to get those views. And that's a good way of networking and like obviously pushing your brand. And if that is something that you want to do, then like obviously that's a way of doing it, and it is a successful way. But for me, like I said, I can't be friends with someone if we don't have a connection. Like I can, but it's not going to be like a deep, profound friendship, and that's what I value at the end of the day. What the hell was I, did any of that, what I said just make sense? I really hope it did, and I really hope I don't sound like a bad person. I don't think I sound like a bad person, but I don't want to be pointing fingers at things that don't even make sense. It's just such a strange world. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many famous people, and there's so many people with followers, and there's so many this, or so many that, and it's like, what does this all even mean? My brain is scrambled, okay? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I genuinely don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Let's go back to my notes app, because here's something that's kind of on that line, but a little bit different. Going on tour as an artist and doing the same thing every night sounds like a torture treatment. What do I mean by that? What I mean, not the artists that like go every now and then and have a little like show and then don't do another show for a couple months, or they do them up in the air some days they don't. I mean like the high up artists like Billie Eilish and like Harry Styles, like the ones that they're on world tours and they are performing like every night and they only get like 1 or 2 breaks in the week and they're flying to a new place every single day. That's a lot. That is a lot. Like I said, I can't do one thing and not need a rest day afterwards. What do you mean you're performing every single night, the same exact performance every single night? It would be fun if it was a different performance every night, but they have that shit like copied and pasted. It's crazy. Like it's a literal performance and you're doing it every single night. Like it's okay. We don't need you every, like obviously you want to see everybody, but like who's telling you have to do it so often? Take a little break. If you don't want to do it that night, then just put a pause, do it the next night. And I know there's numbers involved and there's people you have to make happy and all that stuff, but like it's okay. Obviously we want to see you, but like don't destroy yourself over it. I think the fans care more about you than like seeing you. What's a way to put this? The fans care more about somebody's mental health than like the need for you to be on every single night. And then I know they do the thing where they go on like a hiatus for like a year or two, but that just doesn't make sense to me. Like why did we make that system? Like with any big popular band or person, like, hey, guys, calm down. We know it's a lot for you. We know you need, like, a break. You're a human, too. Like, we get that. Like, nobody is forcing you, at least on the fan side, the people going to the concert. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is it so demanding? And then all the celebrities, they're always not complaining about it. I know they're, like, trained to be like, when I'm on stage, that's when everything matters, which is true. But it's also, like, I know deep down, they're like, damn, I have to do this again tonight. I want to lay in bed and eat pizza. Like, you know what I mean? I would want to do it like maybe 2 times a week, but every night flying to that would be kind of fun though. But like, I know it gets old after a while. Oh wait, I have an idea. Next podcast, I'm going to have somebody who's been on a world tour and I'm going to interview them on my couch. Hey, Billie Eilish, I have a few questions. If you just want to come sit on my couch, look, you're actually on my wall or right there. And, oh, you're in my box over there. Oh my god, I love Billie Eilish so much. I really hope me and her are friends one day, because I feel like we would be. But you know what they say, don't meet your idols. I'm just kidding. I feel like she's actually pretty chill. But like I said, if I was going on a world tour every night, I wouldn't want to talk to people. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Not only are they going on world tours, not only are they performing every night, going on a plane to somewhere else, like having rehearsals that day, so doing the performance twice in one day, and on top of that, they're still doing like press interviews, they're still doing photo shoots, they're still doing. How are you a functioning member of society? That's inhumane. Like I said, I can't go to school, work, and film a video in one day. That's too much for me. Genuinely, I can't. But you can do a photo shoot, press, plane ride, rehearsal, another rehearsal. Where do you have time to eat? Because I know you're not, like a lot of artists wake up super early. You don't want to do that, go to bed. I need to hear this, like, this is the thing. All the freaking artists are media trained, so they won't tell us the truth about how they really feel about these things, or else they'll get freaking shot in a back alley. I just want to know the truth, like, it's okay. Guys, I'm gonna become a pop star and I'll let you guys know the truth. And if they're like, Kambri, you can't say that, I'm gonna say, I don't care. The people have to know the truth. Speaking of knowing the truth, Justin, what's going on? Are you okay? I put on one of his old songs, like I put his old songs on shuffle when I was in the car the other day, and I physically had to turn it off because I almost started crying at his young voice and him singing about, like, I forgot what song it was, but it genuinely broke my heart. He was so young. He was so young. And like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Stop, I'm literally gonna cry. He was the first, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. He was the first, as a child, when I experienced an infatuation and love with another human, it was him. I would sit at my desktop computer as a child watching him and just crying as alongside all of the other young girls in the world. Even my older sister. Crying, like that, what my heart yearned. That was my first sense of longing. I thought that was the love of my life. So to see him now, it's just like such, I get what people mean when like our parents or whoever, when they were like, yeah, I used to love this person, and then they, you know, whatever, went the wrong path, and then everybody cries and was heartbroken when they died. Justin Bieber, please don't die! I need you! Please! Ah! Seriously. Like, I can't talk about it. Because it's too deep. He needs to get himself together. Who am I to say? But anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I'm gonna let that sink in. Dude, kids, oh my god, kids these days didn't grow up with Justin Bieber like I did. Oh my god. That's gonna be my first song when I go on tour. Oh my god, yeah. Any talent scouts, if you're watching that, hit my line. I'll do a world tour, and I will spill all your secrets. And you'll get fired. Fired! But anyway, that's enough out of me. I'm sorry if this episode was a mess. Like I said, brain fried. But I will see you guys, guess what? Next week. A lot of fun stuff planned. Again, thank you guys all for the stinking support, and I'm sorry to everyone who has to sit here and listen to me yap, but I'm not gonna stop. Sorry about it. So I will catch you later. Wait. I'll catch you later. Hey, bye gang. Hey.